What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phase 6, your source for music, business, motivation, and support. It's your boy, Sirr, and welcome back to Phase 6. I would like you guys to like, subscribe. Do that first, because we're getting ready to talk about team building. I got a lot of people that are reaching out to me in reference to team building. They're saying, hey, Sirr, I like what you did with the team building videos before, but can we go more in depth? So that's what I'm going to do in this next series that we're getting ready to start. And today, I want to talk about probably one of the most important keys to anything in the process, which is called merging visions. You can't build a team without a vision. So today's merging visions. Let's jump into it. Sirr love. About merging visions. Like, what exactly am I talking about? Okay, it sounds kind of ambiguous, abstract, this, that, and the third. Well, let's map this thing out. Number one, when you decide to be an artist, you need to figure out what your goal is as an artist. What's your vision? What is it that you are trying to accomplish? How far do you want to go? How big do you want to be? A lot of people just say, hey, I want to be successful. Well, what does that mean? For some people, it's just, I want to live off my music. If that's all you want to do, then that's all you want to do. For some people, they want to be the greatest that ever did it. For other people, they just want to hop on a tour and be realistic, right? Because the work and the energy and everything behind what you say has to match up for other people to believe in you, because this is about team building. It's about getting other people to believe in you. But before they can believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. And you're not going to believe in yourself until you have a true understanding of what it is that you want to accomplish, right? And have a clear sight on what the goal is, all right? Once you understand your personal vision, and I'm not going to tell you what your vision is or how to go about it. Only thing I'm going to tell you is that you need to understand at minimum how big you want to be realistically, because everybody doesn't want to be Beyonce, right? Realistically, how big do you want to be, in what areas and what genres and what all that other type of stuff? What is the vision? Do you want to do? You want to change the world? Do you want to help kids? What I don't know what it is you want to do, but there's probably more than just money and success involved in your vision. Figure that out, write it down, understand that. All right. Now, once you figure that out, recognize that every person that you come across in your career from this point on is going to have to hear your vision and agree with your vision. And they're going to be sold on your vision to be sold with you. Nobody cares that you want to be the most successful artist in the world, right? At the end of the day, there's like a million people that want to be the most successful artist in the world. But why? Why do you want to be that? What are you going to do differently? What about you is different? What makes your goal special? Why should I follow your goal? If you come up to me and say, hey, I want to change the world, you better have a reason how you're going to do it to make me say, I believe in that. I'm going to help you change the world. All right. So merging visions. First thing you need to recognize is when you meet someone, the first conversation you need to have with them is, what is your vision? For anyone that's ever talked to me and reached out to call the number and we've actually hopped on the phone, you'll recognize that that's like my first question. So what's the goal? What's the vision? Even people that DM me or whatever, I say, so what's the goal? What's the vision? Because if I don't understand the goal of the vision, I don't understand where you're going, I can't help you, right? So when you're talking to people, the first thing you need to do is ask them what their goal is and what their vision is, and be honest with yourself. If their goal and their vision, it does not align with your goal and your vision, it's probably someone that you don't need to bring on your team. It's someone you could probably do business with, and we'll talk about that later, right? About how to determine who should be on your team and who should just work with from afar. But if their vision isn't similar to yours, you probably shouldn't be linking up with them, because you guys are going to naturally split because you want two different things. Building a team is like getting married. It's like hopping in bed and getting with someone. So you want to date, right, before you get married, which is another video in itself as well that we'll talk about. But for right now, I want you to understand the vision itself. So when you sit down and talk to someone and you say, this is where I want to go, and they say, well, I want to go here versus I want to go here, then you can say, all right, well, how can we meet in the middle? How can we take my goal and your goal and put that goal maybe right here and find that sweet spot? Because in order for someone to join your team, you're going to have to include their vision into your vision. That's what I mean by merging visions. So someone says, hey, I want to be the dopest graphic designer in the game. That's a goal, right? But what's the vision? I want to do, abstract art. And I think the game is missing abstract art. Stuff like, I don't know if this is, politically correct, but I want to do stuff like Picasso in visual form. And I think that that's missing. right? Now, all of a sudden, your vision might have been, hey, I want to impact, young kids and teach kids that there's a better way to live through music. Or it could be, I want to teach kids how to really move dope the right way. All these cats out here fake, I'm the real OG, whatever the vision is, right? You say, all of a sudden, it's like, yo, I want to show people what it's like to be a real thug out here, but I'm going to do it through Picasso-like art. Yeah, that's crazy, right? It's like I'm an artistic thug. Like, that shit's dope. Like, all of a sudden, your vision has to align with theirs. If you're not with the artistic thug vision, then y'all don't need to work together, because this person's goal is to change the game visually in this way, and your goal is to bring this real, authentic street knowledge to the game. Do you see how I brought the two worlds together? If the two worlds do not fit, if it's something that compromises your art or compromises your vision, don't do it. It's all about merging visions, because if you can be a catalyst for this person's vision and they can be a catalyst for your vision, you both can come together and accomplish your goal. So what does it require for you to merge visions? Number one, it requires you to understand your vision. Number two, it requires you to understand the other person's vision. Number three, it requires you to adapt their vision within your vision, and that becomes the new goal. And every time you add somebody to your team, you are changing your vision. Okay, that's the difference between a partner and an employee or something of that nature. Because right now you're at the bottom. If you're a multi-millionaire or whatever, if you got bread, you can just pay people a salary. You don't got to change itch. They're going to do what you tell them to do because you're paying them to do it. But if you're out here like a struggling artist, like most artists are, you don't have the resources to do that. So you have to figure out how to combine visions so that you can combine resources. That graphic designer may be willing to put money into a situation because it's going to help them grow as well, because your vision is now their vision, and their vision is now your vision. You're teaming up to get on. You're teaming up to accomplish the goal, which is the new vision. And that is how you merge visions. I want you guys to understand that and think through that context from this point forward, watching all the team building videos, and recognize when I talk about a producer or a writer or executive or a lawyer, if you don't understand their vision, they don't need to be on your team. All right? From here, I'm going to teach you how to actually put people on your team, because understanding the vision is the number one most important aspect of it. Now we can go through all the regular monotonous stuff of, okay, well, what is the conversation like? So I hope this video was helpful for those that are excited to hear about team building. I want you guys to understand this whole thing is getting ready to be a process. I'm getting ready to take you guys on a journey. We're really going to work on building your team and figuring out how to do that. And in the midst of that, you got to go to www.fazevi.com and check out all the things that I have that will help you figure that stuff out. The documents and legal stuff that you need to tie your team members in. That stuff's available. Different info packs on what you can actually do, to learn the game, to maneuver better, because jargon and all sorts of things come into play. How to be a manager 101 is going to be dope as far as understanding a lot of things, because the manager understands the whole scope of every team member. Therefore, that document will probably be helpful for people that are trying to understand how to build teams overall. So we're going to jump into this. I'm going to coach you guys through this. All right? Like, subscribe, follow. Don't miss an episode, because it's getting ready to get crazy. I'm getting ready to break the game down for you guys. I hope this is helpful. Well, I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little bit about a lot. And every time I jump in front of this camera, I give you guys everything that I got. So I appreciate it. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. It's Phase 6. I'm out.